Hey guys, it's Kelly here again and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another bullet journal setup video. This one is for the month of May, and yes, I know I skipped April. That is why I am including it as a flip through right now. I actually did have a footage of me creating this spread, but I was both not happy with the spread and the footage and the quality of it, so I just decided to scrap that idea and just show you very quickly what it looked like. It's nothing special. I wanted to go a little bit in the direction of a what was it called, a urban sketching theme, kind of take some places from my town and create these quick sketches of famous buildings or recognizable buildings, but it was very uninspired and I wasn't happy with it, so I decided to just do more for my May journal, and that's what I did. So you can see kind of what I went for. I went with the purple a purple theme, and there's a little map on the side. It doesn't look great, so let's just ignore it and let's move on to something prettier. Now for my May journal, I decided I wanted to do a little bit more because I noticed that my spreads this year have not been very inspired, especially compared to last year, and I have been getting a few subscribers now that are, I guess, interested in the bullet journals that I create, because that's the videos that gain the most traction, and it's usually the ones that are more creative, and I haven't been doing that lately. I've mentioned this before, but I had to move a few times last year, and I have not been home, well, my actual home, in half a year now. So it's been interesting, and not to say that I'm not happy where I am. It's just I don't even want to say that I don't have the resources and materials, because I have plenty. I don't have the space to record. It's a little bit uncomfortable for me, and because I created my, let's just call it a home office situation in my own apartment, and then to not be able to be there and to record there, it's, I guess, kind of blocked my creativity in some way. And it's also winter, so it's very dark, it's hard to record, and yeah, it's just excuses, I know, but I really didn't feel very creative from the beginning of the year. I haven't drawn a lot, I haven't created anything cool, and I really want to change that, and I am moving into my own apartment very soon again, so I hope that I will be more creative in the days and months to come. But for my May journal, I wanted to do a black marble theme, and I don't really know how to create black marble traditionally. I probably should have watched some videos, but I decided to do this thing where I stab my finger on a white gel pen or just a white marker, and I smudge it a little bit on black paper, and then I use a white gel pen that's a lot thinner to create these lines, kind of like lightning, basically. So why I'm saying lightning and why I'm kind of holding in my chuckles is because it totally looks like lightning. It has nothing to do with marble. It just looks like lightning, which I don't mind. I actually think it's really cool, and I love how it turned out, but that's not what I was going for. And I don't know, maybe you guys can try and do this and tell me where I went wrong, because I really did think that it was kind of like marble, but maybe because I kind of spread the veins of the cracks of the marble more like lightning and I didn't connect them. That's why it's just basically lightning. But if you want a tutorial on how to create lightning on paper, I guess this is a good one, because it so definitely looks like lightning. That said, I'm very happy with how it turned out. Even though it wasn't going exactly the way that I wanted it to, it still looks really cool, and I really love how it turns out, especially with the black paper and the white accents on the white paper of the journal. It's so contrasting, and I really like it. And also I went for a very minimalistic design in terms of my boxes and my trackers and my spreads. So again, it's just a cool spread. I actually really like it, so I do hope you guys enjoy it. It's not too creative, of course, because it doesn't really feature any pop-ups or barn doors or anything like that, but still I think it's turned out really cool. I mean, for the people that like the minimalistic bullet journal styles, this might be exactly for you. Also, I had to record on a glass table, and that is why you can see my reflection basically all of the time. And it's funny because you can actually see my cat ears. I wear cat ears at home because my hair gets in the way of my face, and especially when I'm eating or doing something. So I just absolutely all of the time wear my cat ears when I'm at home. And when I open the door to get my food, I freak people out because I constantly forget, because I'm so used to them. I constantly forget that I have cat ears on my head. So yeah, you can see them pop in and out of frame from the reflection of the glass. And at the end, you can actually see my boyfriend in the reflection of the glass as well, because he wanted to see how it turned out in the flip through. And he just casually strolls on by. And yeah, so fun times all around. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. I did my absolute normal standard bullet journal setup where I have a cover page with a mini calendar, and on the cover page for this month I actually added in a quote. I have been back and forth on the quotes, and sometimes it looks good, sometimes I have a particular quote in mind. In this case it just looked good and I wanted to put something in that white box there, so that's why I did it. And the quote is connected to stones. So yeah, like I said, it was a marble theme, even though it turned out to be a lightning theme. But yeah, the quote is connected to stones. And the quote that I chose is from Confucius, and it is, "The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones." And I actually made an error. I wrote down that he carries away a small stone. I believe the quote was carries small stones, plural, but still I think it makes sense and I really like that quote. For my next page I have my calendar where I mark all of my events and all of the things that I have to do this month. And next up I have my habit trackers and my mood trackers. For my habit trackers, I just have for each habit the days, like 31 boxes where I add in the date. And I haven't decided if I'm gonna fill it up with black or just crisscross it in some way. I think I'm gonna crisscross it so it doesn't get way too intense with the black. And for my mood tracker, I decided to go with the little smiley faces and just draw some lines. I guess you'll see next month with the next flip through, but draw a line that ends basically where my mood was that day. For my, I also added like a check boxes on the right where I'm going to check when I'm angry, tired, or when I have a headache. Next up, I created my social media planner and my social media tracker, and that's basically where I have another calendar and I write down the ideas for videos that I have that are usually, especially this year, very scarce. I usually have like one or two, which are usually the bullet journal spread ideas. And I should probably stop saying usually. The next one is the social media tracker, where I just have my 4 main things that I track, which are my Instagram, my Twitter, and my YouTube. And I don't even know why I write on my Twitter because I literally have 0 followers there. But if you are on Twitter, I guess check it out. I upload whenever I upload a video. I don't tweet. But yeah, if you're there and you're interested, go ahead and follow me so I can have at least 1 follower on Twitter. Next up, I have my books and TV, and I was debating exactly how I should make the layout, but in the end, I just added these 2 rectangles, black rectangles that I covered in the marble texture, in quotation marks, and I'm just gonna write down the shows that I saw and the books that I read. I have also not been reading a lot, which I really don't like. I want to get out of this reading slump, but yeah, I have not been writing down a lot of books, so that page usually stays empty unless I add the TV shows and movies that I saw into the book section. Next up was my sleep tracker and my bills and dump. And for my sleep tracker, it's just the standard 24-hour when I'm gonna set up, from which hour to which hour I'm going to sleep or when I take naps. And my bills is just the bills that I need to pay and keep track of. And the dump is another black box with some marble lightning on it. So yeah, that is basically it for this video. I hope you guys enjoy it. Comment, like, and subscribe if you like what you see and would like to see more. And I would also love to hear what you guys, if you are a new subscriber, what you guys actually enjoy about my channel and what you want to see more of. So do let me know in the comments below, and I'm happy to have you guys here, and let's start creating together. So thank you again so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.